All right. Trying once more on my phone. I had some errors with both my camera and my microphone. I'm not sure if it recorded that. So if you guys would take this as a submission as well, I'd be very thankful. So without further ado, if we can make sure everybody is in here, we got everyone? Cool. Awesome. I always like to make sure everyone's here before I start the story. And this is a good one. This is an American classic. Everyone's heard Lizzie took an axe, gave her mother 40 whacks. When she saw what she had done, she gave her father 41. We've all used this. We've tried to scare our siblings, maybe our kids at times, around a campfire. A lot of people write this off as just being another scary story. While it's not completely true, the only falsehood is the number of strikes. See, Mrs. Abby Borden was found dead in this room here of 19 hatchet wounds to the back of the head and neck. The most prevalent being one in between her shoulder blades, one to the back of her ear. Now, it's critical to note that there were no defensive wounds at this time. During the autopsy, which was performed right here in the John Morse room, it was determined that she had been facing away from her attacker the entire time. The last people to see Mrs. Borden alive around 9 a.m. were her daughter, Lizzie, and their maid, Bridget Sullivan. At the time, Lizzie claims to have been downstairs ironing handkerchiefs. I don't know about you, but if I were downstairs ironing, I'd like to think that I would hear someone with an axe upstairs. So anyway, as we go on through the day, the murder occurred around 9:30. Her husband would soon follow at 11 o'clock, a very similar fate. Everyone else was out of the house at the time. Lizzie's sister was out of town. John Morse, gone for the day. This only leaves Lizzie in the house. Over here on the wall, if you take a look, we have one of the first crime scene photographs ever produced. What I really like about this photograph, other than its morbid nature really bringing you back to that time, is the fact that right above Mrs. Borden's body, you see a mirror propped up against the bed. In that mirror, if you look closely, you can see an old-time camera. That is the camera used to take that photograph, which I personally like to call one of the first selfies. Now, if no one has any other questions, I'd like to invite everyone in, come take a look at the floor, take a look at the room around, get the general vibe. And if you like it enough in here, or your questions aren't answered by the end of this tour, you can book a night to stay here in the John Morse bedroom. Now, it is one of the most popular bedrooms to book in the United States, so I would highly recommend getting your reservation in soon. Of course, there are some people who may not have ever checked out.